Hi everybody. So I am 18 weeks and some odd days. I haven't made a video in a while, and this one's probably going to be pretty short. If you want to follow my pregnancy, I would suggest going to my Instagram because I am always updating on there. Symptoms this week are acne, nothing else really. My food aversions have gone down, as well as my nausea, vomiting. I haven't actually vomited in a few weeks, so that's amazing. It's making life a lot easier. At my last doctor's appointment, which was maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe longer. 4 weeks behind February 1st, so I need a calendar, but it was like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. And I have gained at that point 2 pounds finally. So I guess it's right around the average. Supposed to gain like 3 to 5 pounds or something in the first trimester, but I gained 2, so I'm a little behind, but really they weren't concerned. I really don't have much that's been different to talk about. Like, I don't have any food cravings. Not really. I mean, I like mostly anything. It just depends on the day. Like, I don't have something like, I don't crave pickles every day. It's nothing regular, so I wouldn't say that I have anything that I really like. The only thing that's major is the acne, as you can see. I'm not wearing anything to cover it up, so yeah, I have acne all over like a little teenager again, but that's fine. I always do when I'm pregnant. I always get a ton of acne. At February 1st is my next doctor's appointment, and I will be like a few days from 20 weeks, maybe 2 days from 20 weeks. And so that is my mid-pregnancy ultrasound, which is the anatomy and all that to make sure the baby's growing great and healthy and everything, because I don't generally get the test done to see if the baby has any of the disabilities, just because I wouldn't change my mind regardless. Plus, they're not always 100% accurate. You do those tests, something comes back positive, you have to do more tests and more tests and more tests. When I just figure, I mean, regardless of the outcome, I would still continue the pregnancy. So I don't really get those tests. My doctor said that I really don't need them because I have 2 healthy boys, so no real history of anything bad in my family, so we don't get those. Never have, never found a need to. So this time they didn't even ask to do them. So we'll find out if, I don't know, the baby's heart isn't developed right or whatever this time. We've never had any problems. With my last pregnancy, I had a subchorionic hematoma, but I found that out pretty early on, like at 5 or 6 weeks. So, and everything looked fine. So the last ultrasound that I had, I was 12 weeks and 6 days pregnant, and yeah, she had thought it was a boy at that ultrasound, but it's a little early to tell 100%. So, plus she had never done an ultrasound prior to 16, 17 weeks. So, It's hard to say. We're still thinking it's a boy just because we have boys. So, which isn't bad for me at all. I was actually kind of hoping for a little boy again. But we'll see for sure on February 1st, because that's when they do that, if he/she cooperates. So we'll know then, and we'll know that the baby's healthy, which is the most important thing. And yeah. My belly's got big. I feel pretty big a lot of the time. My uterus last time was measuring about 1 inch to 2 inches above my belly button, which it's always been a bit bigger than normal, which she said, my OB said was fine. It's normal in subsequent pregnancies because your uterus never completely goes back down, and my kids were about a year apart, so my body had enough time to heal, but not enough, if that makes sense. So, my uterus is pretty big. I have felt the baby kick a handful of times. I really don't feel it that much, and it was concerning to me at first, but I think it's mostly because my uterus is so big and the baby just, isn't. So I know with Asher, I felt him move at like 14 weeks, give or take. And this time at 18 weeks, I'm just now starting to feel things daily. So, and they're really not strong at all. But every pregnancy is different. So, this little one doesn't move very much. It likes to stay at the very, very bottom of my, like right in between my hip bones, under my belly button. It's just like curled up down there the majority of the time, and just doesn't move very often. At least I can't feel it very often. The only time I can feel the baby move is when I'm sitting like leaned back in a chair. I can't really feel it when I'm laying down that much or standing up. So yeah, he just doesn't move very often, which could just be that I can't feel it. So it's nothing to worry about yet. And we'll know more about him or her at my next OB appointment, which is right after my ultrasound. So the heartbeat last time was 155. So right in between where Kaiden and Asher's was at that point, because Asher's was in the 140 range and Kaiden's was in the 160 range at that gestation. So right in the middle. And so yeah, everything looks great. I have a heartbeat Doppler, which it doesn't emit sound. You have to wear headphones, so I can't really show you the heartbeat. But and I gave my old one away, so I can't show you the heartbeat, but I've been checking it pretty regularly to make sure the baby's still in there, because I wasn't feeling anything and I was worried. And yeah, heart's still pumping away, so that's good. Baby is like around 5 inches long now, and a couple ounces. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I really don't know. But baby's getting bigger and healthy and still alive and doing good. So I'll know more in like 2 weeks, maybe less. No, it's about 2 weeks. So, yep, and I'll show you my belly. Sorry, this is such a long video. I haven't done one in a while. There's my 18-week belly. I'll see you guys next week.